of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
There's the whistle. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training, and it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
Mingueza gets flagged offside. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Chouameni. Crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Gravenberch, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line. And just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility, and of course vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, what has happened here? Bellingham. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Cucurella. That's a good run down the left. That is lovely. In towards the back. Climbs up big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Mbappe. Picked out, brilliant chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Up it! There it is! Not the most convincing of passes. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Vitinha, and it's Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. He's on it, can he get away? Aims beyond the defence. Mingueza just loves to go forward whenever he can. Cucurella. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great vision. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Played towards the other side. Cucurella. Cucurella going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Mbappe. That has been slung wide. Vitinha. And it's Gravenberch. Now, can they get him away? Fires it in low. And that was very necessary. Bellingham proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chouameni. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Mbappe. And the ball's gone astray. And it's Vitinha. Gravenberg. Here's Vitinha.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's a sharp little ball here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Thuram! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. He has found the way through. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Some good work on the right flank here. Crossed in again. Tries to get it clear. Fernandez. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That's a... Goes for a shot! Gravenberg. Fernandez wins the duel this time. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Bellingham. Vitinha. And here's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. 60 minutes played. Just eases him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cucurella has it in a wide position. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution for Japan.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Number 8.
Stood up well to him there.
Number 17.
Mingueza did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Gravenberg. Number 2. Van Dijk. Coming
And
on
it's
the field.
Cucurella.
Number 6. Dembele.
Knocks it into space. Good ball, good take. He rises!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Substitution.
Nuno Mendes. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Strong running down that left flank. Nuno Mendes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's McAllister. Knocks it out wide. Ball is over the line. And it's Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Haaland. Driving on and making good progress. Tonali.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Dembele looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And he's gone backward here. And it's Tchouaméni. Lovely. Dembele! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
That is good alertness. Tchouaméni. Nuno Mendes. Now Van de Ven. And it's Hakimi. And it's been played through. Now it's McAllister. McAllister. Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's in! Finally! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Vietnam take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to play it through. Mendes gets it clear. Nicked it back promptly. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That's at the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. He's having a go!
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Cucurella. That looks a decent ball. That looks a good ball through. And he's onside. And it's Gravenberch. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Mbappe. Oh, he's played it in low. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. Fernandes. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella proves just a little bit too strong. Van Dijk gets it away. Japan do have a chance to counter here. Chooses to go cross-field. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Vitinha. Chouameni. And it's Chouameni. Turns back here, probably the best option. And Konate. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Gives it back.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Chouameni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rolls it backwards.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Asensio. Cucurella. And Konate. 30 minutes gone. And it's Gravenberch. Here's Vitinha. Bellingham. Now Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? That's a sharp pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he get it through? He's free, he has got space. And it's made its way to him. And it's Gravenberch. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Bout of passing here, really easy on the... Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's neat. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Gravenberch. Bellingham ploughing through the middle. Crosses it in. Oh, this looks sharp. Fernandes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken.
There will be 1 minute
Van Dijk.
added time.
Konate. Here's Chouameni. And it's Fernandes. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Now it's Thuram. Cucurella. Konate. Now Van Dijk. Konate. And it's Cucurella. It's Bellingham. Gravenberch. And it's Bellingham. Gravenberch. Decent chance! It's a goal! The second half sparks straight into life. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. That's a good ball out wide. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Konate. Vietnam still this single goal behind. And it's Mingueza. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the counter can be on now for Japan. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Mingueza. Nice interception, well timed.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cucurella. Knocks it into space. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Bellingham. Gravenberg has found the net here, of course. Now, can they get him away? There's no flag. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Substitution for Japan.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Bellingham. Number 17.
Ardeguler. That's an excellent interception.
Gravenberg.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Van Dijk. Coming on the field. Number 6.
He's in a great position here.
Number 11.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Number 24.
Musiala. And he's certainly onside here.
22.
And they've been given a corner.
Number 15. Tonali. Number
Well,
5.
height could make all the
Indica.
difference on these set
Substitution in
pieces.
progress.
McAllister goes short. Lovely feet.
Vietnam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cucurella. Now Tonali. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Passing nice and neat. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Van Dijk. Vietnam are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Matheus Cunha. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that is one way to stop him. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Goulet. And it's Dembele. Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Oh, he did so well.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening
Hello,
here,
everybody,
a clear
and welcome
night,
to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. He rises! Goal! Japan! And what a start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Bellingham. Chouameni with the foul. And it's Gravenberch. Bellingham. Fernandes. Here's Chouameni. Fernandes. Fernandes. Great vision. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Konate. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gravenberch carries the ball down the right. Vitinha. Driving forward. Ambitious ball here. Now it's Thuram. Shot at goal! It's hit the upright. And he's there to belt it away. Turns and goes back. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Gravenberch.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Vitinha, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Chouameni. Now that looks a decent ball. Bellingham, given the lift of his goal. And it's Mingueza. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Vitinha. And it's Cucurella. Fernandes. Chouameni. Cucurella. Oh, that's a key interception. Gravenberch. Looks to the other side. And it's Mingueza. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's good running with the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No way through.
Mbappe!
And it's Cucurella. Cucurella, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Fernandez.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Opts to play it.
Mbappe!
Oscar Mingueza. So, what can they make of this? The referee's awarded a free kick. Van de Ven. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's neat. And it's Bellingham. Vitinha. Looking to play him in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vitinha. Good driving run. Decent chance! And he's heaved it away. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Big chance! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous. Look, if you want to be... And the finish!
Fernandez. It's Thuram. Alexander-Arnold. Cucurella.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Van de Ven. And it's Cucurella. Some good work on the right flank here. This might spell danger. Japan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Gravenberg. Vietnam have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Cucurella. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Thuram. And Fernandez. And it's Cucurella. Tchouaméni knocks it into space. Cucurella. And it's Mingueza. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Mingueza. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vitinha, 75 minutes played. Gravenberg. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's very neat. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Gives it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Vitinha looking to get on the end of this. Vitinha proves just a little bit too strong. And here's Mbappe. Cucurella. Vitinha. And Gravenberg.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's being shifted off it. And here's Vitinha. Tchouaméni does well. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds. Substitution for Japan, number 9.
Into extra time we go.
Number 21, Turn. Number
Goulet.
8, Bellingham.
Mathias
Number
Cunha.
17, Vitinha. Number 38,
A lot of space ahead of him.
Gravenberg.
And it's Arda
Number
Goulet.
13,
Alvarez.
Cucurella.
Cross.
Number 2,
And Dijk
Van Dijk.
attempts a clearance.
Coming on the field.
That's a modern defender's
19,
instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Number 11,
That has been knocked clear.
Number 24,
Yeah, they were looking for a
Mathias
counter-attack.
Cunha.
Nicely aimed pass.
Number 22,
And he welcomes it in.
Goulet.
And he's in on goal.
Number 15, Tonali. Number 4, Alexander-Arnold.
Here's a corner, good chance.
Asensio. Substitutions taking place.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Could try cutting inside here. McAllister. No, that's been intercepted. And now they can spring out of defence. Gravenberg gets a foot in here. Hakimi. And it's Gravenberg. Nuno Mendes. Plays the return pass. Musiala. Looking for the run. And he shoots! Tonali. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Musiala. Oh, such a clever touch. No way through, so back it comes. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And he's quick to get it clear again. Extra time reaches half-time.
And we'd like to inform you now.
Both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have given it everything, it's been gruelling, but who will be standing at the very end? Short changes him with that pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Here's Haaland. McAllister. And Mendes. And the counter is on. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Knocks it out wide. Can he get on the end of this? And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence... Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nuno Mendes. And it's Gravenberch.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Goulet. Haaland, played out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, sweet feet. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he does it with poise.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Japan with the chance to go 2 up. And that doubles their lead. Vietnam can't afford to miss another one. Big character, big moment, big save. The third man in the queue. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Oh, it's a really good save.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Donnarumma obliged to stop this to keep them alive. And there it is, the decisive kick. So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing.
Oh, this is so tough on the penalty taker as the heroes celebrate. Right now, it's a horrible experience, but they really should try and get those chins up.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.